Yes, I'm just chilling out on a beautiful Friday morning. The weather has really cooled down. It's only in the 70s and 80s now for the high. And I'm just chilling out with the dogs after I did a little bit of housework. Here is Smoochie. Smoochie is camera shy, but she'll get over it. Normally she's a bubbly, active, lovable dog, but she's a little leery of this phone in her face. Hey, Smoochie. And this is Boo Boo. Boo Boo is her stepsister, and she's a Shih Tzu. And Smoochie, as you can tell, has a curly hair. She's half toy poodle and half Shih Tzu. So I forget the name of it, but we just call her a Shoodle. She's a Shoodle. I'm just looking around the decor. We bought something yesterday from my sister's shop where she works, and she's a manager there. This is a table. We had a tray there before, and it didn't look very good. But this looks much better and kind of antique looking. And Dan's mom would have loved this piece of furniture. And we got a really good deal on it. And here's a picture of Dan's mom and his dad around the time they got married. They were a beautiful couple. He was in the Coast Guard, stationed off, Iceland. Yeah. Back during World War II, when he was real young, right out of high school. Or I think even before right after he graduated high school. And then she went to West High School. That's where she graduated from. They were married the next year in 1947. Then he went to art school in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And he did really well and excelled in art. And he worked for a big company later on and had a lot of people under him. Okay. But that table just looks so nice. I just had to put it on YouTube. And I still have this regular tray, but where my mom's picture is. But I need to get a nicer piece of furniture. That's what we're going to be looking for, something antique looking. That's a picture of my mom. She was a wonderful woman. She was born in Kentucky in December, second to last day of December, 1933. There she is. And she had dark red hair. She was a beautiful woman and a wonderful wife and mother. So here's some of the decor. My sister gave me this for Easter. This past year or a couple years ago. Yeah. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace. And that just gives me so much confidence that we're protected when we trust in the Lord, no matter what happens. This is a Bible that Dan's grandparents gave to his family, presented to his family many, many years ago. Okay. Has beautiful inscription. It's a very large Bible. So I'm coming into the kitchen where the dogs' treats are, and they've already had their little milk bones for today. This is a larger milk bone we give to our neighbor's dog. She's part husky with beautiful blue eyes, and she loves her treat every morning. She barks and barks and barks at people walking by the alley and things like that. And when I give her treat, she quiets down, which is good. Then I got my dog's little treats. We give them half of a treat each, but they get a whole one for an extra bonus. And the bacons are whole. And here's our cucumbers that we picked. I picked these from the garden last night, and they turned yellow because they were overripe. So I've got a great idea for these. I'm thinking about a Julia Child's cucumber soup. And so I'm going to try to get all the ingredients for it. And it calls for cream of wheat, which is a rare item, and tarragon. I might have some tarragon in the spice rack, but I don't have cream of wheat. But it just happens that my husband loves cream of wheat for breakfast. So that will not be wasted, because I do have a problem. I have to watch how much wheat I eat, or gluten.
And but I'll be eating some of that soup. So I'm gonna look up that recipe and write it down. And I might, if I can get him to put the camera on me, I might present it on YouTube, because I there's no way I can do that holding one hand. But I might just do bits and pieces of it and show you the final product after it's done. I think that will be interesting. We have so many cucumbers. What to do with them is the question. We did 1 jar of pickling yesterday together, and we put that down in the basement. So we can keep that for up to 3 months, I believe, because we didn't use a regular canner, but we just boiled the jar in hot water. Okay, so we use mason jars for that. But anyway, these cucumbers need to be eaten up soon. I like zucchini better because I like stir fry, and there's so much you can do with zucchini and squash. So in my refrigerator, I have a big tray of cucumbers, zucchini, and yellow squash, and okra. And these came from almost everything in here came from the garden. Okay, and I'm sure you've seen this on the counter. I've still got plenty of garlic, and it just dries out in the bowl. I don't hang it up or anything. I may be processing some of that with olive oil, mincing it, and putting it in little baggies in the freezer. Okay, I want to do that the appropriate way, so I may Google that online. Thank God for Google. Anyway, we're looking outside and see the morning glories. I don't know if you can see them from here, but they are absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to go out in a moment, check out the morning glories. Here's my little characters. I just love these. Danny had them. They were here when I moved in, and I call him John Boy Shields, and this is A.K. Buckler, and they are a married couple. I have so much fun with this. They're like little cartoon characters. I express how I feel, maybe about politics, because I have mixed feelings about it, and about other things in life, and YouTube channels especially, that they don't agree on everything, and I just have mixed feelings about so many things, so I express it through these 2 characters. And I think that's really cool. They look like little cartoon characters, but they're actually salt and pepper shakers. Isn't that cool? And they're ceramic. They're made out of ceramic. So I've had a couple videos with them in it, and you could check those out if you want. It's just for fun. I'm not crazy or anything, but I have an imagination that is beyond description and creativity. And I just love to do fun things like that. Because you get older doesn't mean you have to lose your imagination. Come on now. Didn't we love cartoons, especially on Saturday morning when we were kids? Certainly we did. Why not create our own? And I can't draw. I admit that. So if I could draw, I would draw my own cartoon characters and put them on present them on YouTube. But I can't. But I can use these characters to do a little show. About important topics and that children might find interesting. Okay, there's my tea kettle. So we're just walking through the kitchen now. I'm getting my sunglasses on. I'm going to go outside, check things out. Okay. There's a barbecue. Oh my goodness, I got to get over to the morning glory. Just love me some morning glory. There's a pretty gladiola. I like the peach color. And there's a zinnia growing there, a couple zinnias. Great. Close-up of a morning glory. I'm hoping to find one with a bee in it. That would be awesome. It's a little chilly out. It feels good, though. Around 60, 62 maybe. Oh, I love this kind of weather. When the highs in the 70s and 80, no more than 82 for me. And I'm in heaven. Oh, check it out. The 4 o'clocks are open wide. And here it is, 7:30 or 8 in the morning. Isn't that cool? Here's what they look like. 4 o'clocks. And they grow like crazy. You just put some seeds out, I believe, or a plant or 2, and they migrate. Every year they increase. I have to yank them out of the ground where they grow everywhere. You can imagine in between the pavers, and they were crazy last year, so I had to cut it back a little bit this year. But the 4 o'clocks are outstanding. They're at their prime right now. Look at that. We still got plenty of blooms coming on. Okay. What I'm doing with the zinnia, I'm not picking it for vase flowers because the finches, they've been eating the seeds from it. They love the zinnias. I'm going to leave it for the finches. That's a beautiful one, though. There's a lot of flowers to go through to get to the seeds. So a finch, we'll probably leave that one alone. That's good because it's beautiful. I might want to dry that and use that as a dried flower inside. The larkspur's looking good. Don't have enough of it. Don't have enough of hardly anything besides 4 o'clocks. Okay, there's the dills mixed with some gladiolas back there. They're peach colored and gorgeous. Okay, got sunflowers out there. I gave my sister a bouquet of flowers for an early birthday present yesterday. I have that in another video, in a short. I don't do too many shorts because I'm too slow for shorts. Everything it's like on fast speed, and it's not for me at all. Oh, there's Denarius. Hi, Denarius. How are you? I'm going to go get your milk bone, okay, sweetie? Yay! She's right behind the cucumber patch on the other side of the fence in my neighbor's yard. Okay, let's get her a milk bone. You know I want to start the Smooch and Boo show. I'm going to get better equipment for it. I want to make sure I got a knack for this. If people like hearing me talk and all that crap, you know? If you don't like hearing me talk, it probably won't do well. But it'll be fun for a hobby, nevertheless. Equipment's gotten cheaper over the years. Okay, I got her milk bone. Let's give it to her. It's, of course, Milkbone brand. We buy a big box. It lasts about 2 or 3 months for Denarius because we just give her one a day. In the winter, sometimes she doesn't come, we don't see her or we miss her, so we don't always give it to her. But usually in the summer months, she gets it every day. Now I'm out here looking at the corn. Now I fertilized this with fish oil the other day. I'm hoping that these cobs get bigger. Now I want some fatter, juicier